Hi guys, and welcome back to the BroBryceCooks kitchen. My name is Bryce Tomlinson, and welcome to my new kitchen here in Sparks, Nevada. We moved from Portland in December. Sorry, my life's been sort of insane, and so I haven't been posting a lot of videos, but today I have a video that has been long coming. I have been starting to make baked goods. I've been starting to bake muffins, especially because I like to have something handy that I can just grab and go. Something for breakfast or for lunch, something that will hold its own and doesn't necessarily have to be refrigerated for a long period of time. But I just wanted to show you this. It's really great, and it's an all original recipe from scratch. So this is BroBryceCooks Keto Peanut Butter Muffins. These are great high-fat, low-carb snack, and they're pretty filling for their size, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. This is a 1-minute muffin, so it only takes 1 minute in the microwave, and let's get going.
Today I'm using a new product I found at the local grocery outlet store. It's peanut powder from Santa Cruz Organic. This product only contains peanuts, so as always, be sure to check the ingredients on any food you plan on putting in your mouth or the mouths of your loved ones. This has less fat than peanut butter, but don't worry, we'll make up for it later. We're using this stuff because it acts like a fluffy flour. So we'll start out with 4 tablespoons of peanut powder, 2 tablespoons of oat fiber, 3 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, 3 tablespoons of granulated erythritol, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. This is key because without the salt, you'll barely be able to taste the peanut butter. If you forget this ingredient, you'll know it from the first bite you take. We'll go on with 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and then we'll finish up the dry ingredients by weighing up 20 grams of vanilla whey protein isolate. I'm using Isopure Zero Carb. Do the best you can with the ingredients you have available to you. If you're not needing more protein in your meals, you can probably get pretty close to my results without the protein, so feel free to leave it out if you don't like it.
And taking one of Christy Sullivan's ideas from the Cooking Keto with Christy channel, you can take all those dry ingredients that you just combined and you can put them in a Ziploc bag. Take a bunch of these Ziploc bags like this that have all the ingredients for this and stick them in a gallon-sized freezer bag and stick those in your freezer and come back to them at a later date, and that way all you've got to do is add the wet ingredients, which the only ones that are left are
1/2 teaspoon vanilla extract and 1 ounce of cream cheese. I'm using the 1 ounce single packs of Philly cream cheese since it makes it super handy for my low carb lifestyle. With recipes like this, you want it softened, so it's easy enough. Just roll it between your hands for a few seconds and presto, you've got a beautiful, creamy, softened cream cheese. After we open it up and add it to our batter, then 4 tablespoons of melted butter. You can use salted or unsalted. I'm using salted butter here. Make sure you get every last buttery drop you can. Butter makes your pants fall off, right? And lastly, let's add 2 eggs. Then we'll whisk this into oblivion. You can use a wire whisk or your food processor. I just keep it simple with a fork. It's just my weapon of choice. Tear into this stuff until you have no more lumps, or at least as few as possible. There's a lot of powdered ingredients here, so there's always that chance that you'll run into some of it in the final product if you're not thorough enough. If you feel so inclined, you can add some chunks of dark 90% chocolate, or some Lily's dark chocolate chips, or even some low-carb peanut butter chips if you have some of that available. Today, I'm just keeping it simple. I'm using some silicone cupcake cups from Eve Baking Cups. They are microwave safe, dishwasher safe, and even oven safe up to 475 degrees. They make my life simple and they keep me from having to think too much. If you know me, you know I just hate thinking. Be sure to check out the video description for more information about these. So now we'll fill up our cupcake cups and try to distribute your batter as evenly as possible between all of your cupcake cups. You can use ramekins or even coffee mugs if that's what you have available. When you're done dividing them up, they should look something like this. Maybe. If you're using regular sized cupcake cups, they should be about this full. Now it's time to start cooking. into the microwave it goes for 1 minute. Be sure to figure out how long it's going to take for your microwave. Mileage may vary due to different wattage microwaves. You might feel like increasing or decreasing the time, or maybe trying more than one at a time. I like to play it safe, so for me, it's 1 minute, 1 muffin. And here we are, a beautiful, warm and steamy fresh muffin. Fluffy and rich, it's almost too good to wait for. But trust me, you want to wait. Erythritol doesn't really get sweet until it cools down and sits for a bit. So onto the cooling rack it goes, along with its 5 little siblings, one after the other as they come out of the microwave. You want to let these sit for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then put them in a Ziploc bag in the fridge to finish cooling for a while. After they've cooled, you don't necessarily have to keep them in the fridge. They'll last 2 or 3 days out in the open, but I like to keep them in there just to keep them extra fresh. For best results, I like to stick them back in the microwave for about 15 seconds to get them warm and buttery and fluffy again. They're just wonderful that way. They're also awesome if you cut them in half and stick them in the toaster oven for a couple minutes. Add some more butter and maybe some sugar-free preserves. Heaven. The best thing about these is they remind me of the taste and texture of peanut butter cookies, but they're a more satisfying, substantial option for someone trying to grab some hearty eats on the go. The protein gives some extra heft to it in my meal plan, but they're still light enough to just use to keep the hangries under wraps while I fix a real meal. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like or share it with somebody who might find it useful. And if you want to stay tuned, be sure to click that subscribe button up top. To watch the previous video, click the top left corner of the screen. And the next video, when it becomes available, will be in the top right corner. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time here on the BroBryceCooks channel.